patient. If you think I'm worth it, then I do deserve your patience. 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 If you think I'm worth it, then I do deserve your patience. What's the rush? We got the time. If you're really who you say, then give me time. Need to feel your energy, it's insane. Sport won't go too fast. Sport mode cool too fast. Sport mode bitch too fast. None of this shit won't last. None of this shit won't last. No overnighters I crash. Sport mode like too fast. Sport mode script my pass. I got kush I stashed. Stuffed her titty too fast. Cops can find my stash. Flip my smoke set cash. West End good no pass. East End you ain't gotta ask. None of this shit won't last. Nigga none of this shit won't last. I'm gon' take my chance. I got this stuff in my cup. I got this shit on my brain. I got that cushion in my lungs. I got the weight of the sun. I got the weight of the moon. Everything coming at once. I got the weight of the moon. I got the weight of the sun. I got that stuff in my cup. I got that shit on my brain. I got that cushion in my lungs. I got the weight of the sun. I got the weight of the moon. Everything coming at once. Everything coming at once. Everything coming at once. Yeah, last time I checked, ain't no friends in these streets. She ain't call me at a 2. I know they both gon' be asleep. I might hit it in the morning if I brush my teeth. And I bend my corners, I smoke my weed. I get it, I want it, I feed my needs. I sow it, I reap, I plant my seeds. When I'm talking to God, I don't bend my knees. Got niggas back home and they ain't never gon' leave. Got an ex-girl tryna put a stain on me. Slash high saying you done changed on me. Flipping your keys, lights changed on me. Never too late to put a blame on me. Sport mode, bitch, don't crash. Going nowhere real fast. None of this shit won't last. I'm gon' take my chance. I got this stuff in my cup. I got that shit on my brain. I got that cushion in my lungs. I got the weight of the sun. I got the weight of the moon. Everything coming at once. I got the weight of the moon. I got the weight of the sun. I got that stuff in my cup. I got that shit on my brain. I got that cushion in my lungs. I got the weight of the sun. I got the weight of the moon. Everything coming at once. Everything coming at once. Everything coming at once.
Check. How's that? Hopefully that fixed it. It's laughing high. I'll never die high. I'll never die. Who do you have for us today? Let us know in the chat. Happy Thursday. You guys missed everything that I said. I hope you're doing well. I hope you had a good week so far. We're going to get started here shortly. Elijah Quinton. Ooh, this is new. Okay, so if you are in the chat, I'm going to explain how everything goes in a second. Right now, you are listening to the community playlist from our Discord community. If you haven't joined the Discord yet, make sure you hit Command Discord. Come join us and take part in these opportunities for all of these independent emerging artists we're trying to put on. O2K, I can't wait. Let me put this in the Discord and we will get started very shortly. Really happy with this community playlist this month. It was such a good round of submissions. And I really feel like you all voted on the best ones too. Blazing Bitches says Discord's the place to be. It's hype in there and supportive as fuck. That's a fact, man. It was cool seeing people just fuck with artists that popped in the other day. Out of nowhere. We love that. If you're here in the chat, make sure you hit that tweet link. I'm going to put it in the chat for you guys right now. Right now, we are listening to the community playlist. This is D. Smith, the second song in the playlist this month. And this song's called Swerve. The smoothest that you heard every time I make a sound. I just had to tell myself. All right, like I said, if you're here in the chat, make sure you hit this tweet link. Tell your friends to come hang out. We're going to find some great music. Today, there is less submissions than usual, which is not always a bad thing. It means we'll get through more songs. Next up, this is Destiny Part 2 by Ashoka. Reed Randolph. Love to see that. If you are new here in the chat, this is how things work. If you gift a sub or if you subscribe, you get your song bumped up in the queue. I'll show you the queue in a minute once I turn the camera on. But those songs will play first. That is guaranteed that your song play today on stream. If you don't want to do that, make sure you stick around. Last 15 minutes of the stream, we will be bumping people up from the chat for free as well. Hey, I'll never die. The people voted for June. But I will say I can't stop listening to that song myself. Fruska, yes, all genres are absolutely welcome. No discrimination in there. We'll give it a couple more minutes so the Discord folks can get in, and then we'll get started. Fruska, that's amazing. If you want to guarantee a song gets played today on stream, the best thing that you can do is subscribe or gift a sub. That will put you in the priority queue today. If you don't want to do that, stick around to the last 15 minutes of stream, and I will be bumping people up from the chat for free when we get into that last 15 minutes. It's up to you, but those are the ways to guarantee that you get played today. And you don't have to do that. It's entirely up to you. We're going to get into it in a second. I appreciate you guys coming to hang out with us today.
Yeah. I got some things that I gotta work on. No, I have some insecurity.
Reed, thank you so much. Let's get you bumped up in that queue. If you do automatically resubscribe, I do need you to let me know. I don't get a notification. That's the only time I wouldn't know. DLV, I don't think there is. Yeah, non-subs are the last 15 minutes of the stream, but I'm live for an hour and 45 minutes. So if we get through the sub queue, then I go into the organic queue, and it's just like in chronological order. Today we've got less submissions than we usually do because it's kind of like an off-schedule day. So I might get to more submissions today. That's the only thing I'll say is, like, on days where there's less, I usually get into the organics, and that's always fun. So it's really up to you. On the days when we get like a ton of subscribers, it's a little bit harder, but today I feel like it'll be a little slower than usual, and it's fine. Hey, let's turn the camera on. Hi. Yeah, I try to get through as many songs as possible. Like today, this is a much shorter queue than usual, if I'm being honest. So I do feel like we'll start to get into it, but like, you know, if you're in like the last like 10 submissions of the day, I usually get through like 34 to 40 songs total in a stream. And that's like, you know, just dependent on how long the songs are, how many people subscribe throughout the stream, that kind of stuff too. But I just make this priority sub queue, because if you're spending money, I'm going to bump you up. Like, that just seems fair to me. And then the last 15 minutes is really just like, you know, if you're sticking around and hanging out with us and listening to this music, I want to do what I can to kind of give a reward for that. Yeah, it's definitely because it's Thursdays. People got shit to do. I have shit to do tomorrow. It's my wife's birthday. It's our anniversary. So I'm taking the day off tomorrow, but I wanted to still do the stream this week. Tova, it has not been a while at all. But I appreciate you, bro. Let me know if you have a song for us. Just make sure you submit in feedback or submit. You hit command submit, command feedback at any point to bring up that Google form where you need to submit your music in. And again, if you are here, you want to guarantee a song gets played today, right now the priority sub queue is only 4 songs. So if you do want to subscribe or gift a sub, you'll be song number 6. Sorry, Tova just subscribed as well. And then, yeah, we'll get into some organics hopefully today. And like I said, the last 15 minutes will be for people in the chat and in the stream. So stick around if you want to get bumped up potentially for free in the last 15 minutes of the stream. Right now, we're listening to this playlist, which is just updated. Kayvan's House Community playlist. So it's actually if you gift the sub, not if you get gifted the sub. That's the other thing too. It's complicated. It's a complicated system, but we're making it work. So we updated this playlist this week. This is the Kayvan's House Community playlist. This is for members of the Discord entirely. So if you have not joined the Discord, I just put a link in the chat for you. Make sure you come join us. This community playlist updates every month. Wait for an announcement when I tell you the channel is open for submissions and voting again. That is when you're going to need to put yourself in there. But in the meantime, Fresh Picks is taking submissions right now. We We just passed 130,000 streams on Audio Mac for independent and emerging artists. That is a submission-based playlist, so drop your Audio Mac links in the Discord if you want to submit your music for that, or hit me on Twitter, either way. So that'll be updating next. That's the next thing to update. We are also going to start doing our Discord listening parties for anyone who has upcoming like albums or EPs in the near future. So make sure you fill out the submission form. I'll ping that again in the Discord today or tomorrow, just for you guys to go in and put your applications in for that. I'll be reviewing with my Discord moderator, Kev Speaks Truth, and we'll make a decision on doing the first one, but we want to get that started soon. So make sure you join the Discord if you haven't. There's a lot of cool opportunities in there right now. We're trying to figure out more ways that we can just bring more value to you guys through Discord, through Twitch, through TikTok, whatever we can do. A couple things about the stream before we get started. So like I said, you've heard me say it already, there's a priority sub queue that will get played first. So if you subscribe or gift a sub at any point during the stream, that'll get you bumped into the priority sub queue. That'll guarantee your song gets played either next or put in that queue, and we'll get to it when we get to it. But it will absolutely get to it before the end of the stream. That's a guarantee. So if you don't want to do that, that's fine. Stick around. You don't have to spend money. Last 15 minutes, we'll be bumping people up from the chat. And that is how things work here. If I can get to some organics throughout, I'll get to some organics throughout. Next thing, I'll be pulling up socials as we go. If you like what you hear, follow the artist. That's it. That's all I ask. I'll also... Okay, there was something else I was going to say. Oh, be nice to each other. Be nice to each other. That's the biggest thing. We want to know what you think of the songs. So throughout the stream, I'm going to be asking you what you think of the songs. Let us know in the chat. If you do like something, amazing. Tell us what you do like. If you don't like something, tell us what can be better. Give us constructive feedback. That is always what we want. It helps artists improve. It helps them get better over time. That is the goal of this stream. But be kind to each other. It takes a lot to do this in the first place. Put yourself out there and all that shit. That's it. We're going to get into it. I want to get started so we can get through as many songs as possible. So let's pause the community playlist. All right, so first off, we got Racks in My Wraith. This is a rough one from Laughin', a.k.a. O2K. I'll pull up socials as we go, like I said. But let's get into it. Let us know what you think. I can't wait to listen. I'm a fan of Laughin' and O2K. It's usually some really high-energy, fun music. So let's get into it. Let us know what you think in the chat. Hey, man, we're glad to have you back. You've been busy. You've been in the... You pushing shit right now. All right, let us know what you think in the chat. DLV, what's your artist name again? Silver says, okay, this is hard. It's definitely hard. Reed Randolph says, goes crazy. It does go crazy, bro. O2K / Laughin', who produces a lot, is fire. Tyreek says, this is dope as fuck. I'm glad you like it. It is hard. It does go really hard. AD the Kid said, this is hard. Over the classic, yes.
I keep my racks in the race. I'm trying to pop all day. I burn up them trees like I'm Tate. My crib is inside of them gates. I just be over the birds. They be thinking I can fly. That trip with me looking up stars.
Yeah, I like this. I don't know why it feels a little quiet overall. Like maybe the master feels quiet. I don't know if that's just for me or if that's for anybody else. But for me, that felt a little bit quiet on my end. I don't know why though. It's still hard. I still feel like I got everything I needed to get out of it. But for some reason, it just felt a little quiet. And that could just be my volume. So it is quiet. Okay, good. All right, if you were rocking with that, though, make sure you go follow. Like I said, Call Me Laughin' over here. Hydros is not feeling it too much, but it's good. Why are you not feeling it? Let us know. We want constructive feedback because it helps artists improve. And then they can take that feedback and decide what they want to do with themselves. Fruska, thank you so much. Let me know your artist name when you get a chance. Maggie says, I submitted a demo a while back, but I was wondering if I submit... Yes, you absolutely can submit the final mix of the same song. That is totally fine. I don't have an issue with that at all, especially because it's been a while, I would assume. What I don't like is when someone submits the same song every week. That's kind of crazy. But I don't mind. We can live with it. Dale, said the beat was crazy and the energy. Yeah, definitely let us know. If you have constructive feedback, Hydro, let us know what you think. We want to know what you think. Peace Go, up next by Elijah Quinton. Let us know what you think in the chat, as always. Brandon Cephas says that shit was hard, too. The consensus so far is mostly that it's hard, but we want to know what it is you don't like. 30 says, I'm going to submit 4 new bars of a song every week until I have a whole song. I'm not even really mad at that.
Somebody tell me where the peace
It's probably.
go.
What's your artist name?
I've been losing my head trying to find it. Ay,
Oh,
I hear
fuck
my
with this.
pain over this weed smoke. Trying to lift my head.
This is a
but
cool
the sun's
vibe.
blinding. Ay, somebody tell me where the peace go.
Let us know what you think in the chat. I'm fucking with this one.
Trying to find it. Ay,
30 says this is meditative. Sue.
Trying to lift my head, but the sun is blinding.
Yeah, the 4-bar idea is not a bad idea. It's a good marketing claim.
Cause I've been looking all around. They told me keep my head up, but lately things been looking
Would it be really
down.
good is if
Tryna
you
get
did
my
4
bread up, but
bars
motivation's been a loss. My papa
on
told me
every,
if
like
you
on a
give up,
bunch
you
of different
gon'
streams,
feel it cause
and then you
lately
piece
I've
together
been
all the
playing Kobe in my liver just to slow
clips
down.
from those different
Only
streams
got
and made a
time
music
for a bitch
video.
if she could go down. Temporary lapses of my sanity
saying.
too often. See my nigga in a coffin, so at night I'm steady tossing and I turn. Ay, and my
That green
sage
sweater vest,
keep
I know who you
burning,
are, bro.
So keep yearning for this peace that I need. And I've been talking to a lot, like can a nigga get a nod? Cause I've been following the creed.
Oh, I'm super into this.
And I got angels on my
Blazing
left
Bitches
and
said,
I
I think this
demons
vibe,
on my
Rudy,
right,
be
but
how,
either way I
Rudy, be
disagree.
how I've been feeling. This is
And
hella
I've been falling
smooth.
over steps, but that don't mean a nigga less. Somebody tell me where the peace go.
Toby says
I've been
W.
losing my head trying to
Yeah, no one else is
find
doing that. It'd be
it.
fire.
Ay, I hear my pain over this weed
That
smoke.
snare all over the place
Tryna
gives it
lift
such a
my
different
head,
bang. I
but the
really
sun
like
is
it.
blinding. Ay, somebody tell
It's
me where the
abstract
peace
enough without
go.
being too abstract.
I've been losing my head trying to find it. Ay, I hear my pain over this weed smoke. Trying to lift my head, but the sun is
117 monthly
blinding.
listeners.
Ay,
Crazy. I like this song a lot. Really, really strong start. Elijah Quinton 01 on Instagram if you're rocking with this one. I might have to follow you, bro. I'm curious to hear more for sure. Hydro agrees with the snare placement. Can't fucking speak. This beat fits the flow so perfectly. It really does. 307 reminds me of D'Angelo telling Questlove to play the drums like he's drunk all over voodoo. That's hilarious. Where the fuck did my water go? Well, we've lost the water. Fruska said, I do mess with house music a little bit. Funnily enough, it is something I enjoy. Blazing Bitches said, underrated for sure. He's going to go places. Definitely cool. Elijah Quinton 01 on Instagram. And on Twitter, it's Elijah_Quinton. So make sure you go follow if you're rocking with that. I really liked that one a lot. I thought the vibe was really good. I saved it in my songs found on Twitch playlist on Spotify, and I will absolutely be sharing that on TikTok when I get to it. Thank you for sending that in, man. Really appreciate you. 7 Evan, thank you. From Nassau, Bahamas. That's fire and super different. I don't hear many artists from the Bahamas. I'll Never Die Underdog. Fucking fire. Genova, 7 Evan, thank you so much for the follow. If you have just joined us, hi, my name is Kayvan. I do this twice a week, usually Mondays and Fridays from 6 to 8 p.m., but today I bumped it up to Thursday because I got some shit to do tomorrow. So if you're new here, make sure you hit Command Submit or Command Feedback to submit at any time. If you want to guarantee a song gets played today and bumped up to the priority submission queue, subscribe or gift a sub. That will get you bumped up. If you don't want to spend money, that's fine. Stick around to the last 15 minutes. I will be bumping people up from the chat for free, and it'll be like a speed round. We'll get through as many songs as we can, okay? This is Wasteland by Reed Randolph. We haven't listened to Reed in a while, but if you haven't, make sure you go follow him on Twitch as well. He has a really cool Twitch stream. Unless I'm mixing you up. I remember you have a really cool Twitch stream, and you do a lot of cool stuff on Twitch, and I hope I'm not mixing you up. But definitely tap in. I really liked his music the last time we listened to it, so let us know what you think in the chat. As always, this is fire. If you have constructive feedback as well, always feel free to drop that in, but be kind to each other.
I can't escape what's all inside of my brain when I go inside this place.
Such a nice voice. This mix is crispy.
Felt the light on my skin. I just sold out all the things I never did. I had to stop and look around to figure out why I spin in circles all around.
Yuki, make sure you get that submission in on the Google form as well. Thank you, Brandon Cephas. Thank you for the follow. Pay the fee. Let me know what your artist name is in the chat. Thank you. Thank you.
Got no time to get this off my mind. It's been running me while getting out of line, and I'm
got a nice bounce
tired of being so fucking wide. Wake up so
your voice sounds
afraid
great
of
on
what's
music like
going
this.
on tonight.
J.O.V. says the way he came in was crazy. I liked it a lot.
Told me I should try, but I don't feel like it's worth it.
Reed does not Twitch stream. I definitely mixed him up with somebody else.
No, it's been a while, but I'm inside really hurting.
Bro.
In my head, I'm never coming back.
J.O.V. says the playlist ad for sure. Pay the fee says this is fire. 80 says it's cool. Yeah, I like it. It's definitely fun. It's an easy listen. TG fee, thank you.
Sinking in the quicksand. It's one of those days, probably read it on
I think
my
this fits your voice a lot.
I can't escape what's all inside of my brain when I go inside
What up, DJ Stat?
then I broke
How you doing?
Felt the light on my skin. I just sold out.
I wish I had a cool intro for when people join us like you do. Hi, I'm KayvanMD. I do stuff sometimes. Deshaun Porter says fire. I'm glad you guys fuck with this one. If you do, make sure you go follow Reed at Reed Randolph on Instagram. 2 P's. 2 P's. And again, I'm sorry I mixed you up. Be a lot of artist names that we listen to in here. Reed Randolph, 2 P's. That was good, man. We got another one from O2K coming up next. Oh, we're gonna go into a music video for the first one tonight. I am good, man. I can't complain. Overall, I'm a little tired. But I'm always a little tired because I'm the kind of person who stays up until 4 o'clock in the morning playing video games. So, who's to blame but me? No one. All right, let's go into music video mode really quickly. We got our first music video of the day. If I could pause this. All right, music video mode. Oh, that's on your first self-produced EP that drops tonight. That's amazing. If you want to drop the pre-save, don't forget we do have a pre-save channel in the Discord as well, specifically for you guys to drop your pre-save links in there and have the community save. The idea of that channel is that we can all pre-save each other's stuff, so you do have to take part and pre-save other people's things if you're going to put your links in there. Otherwise, this doesn't work. It's all about community, all right? Yeah, I'm always tired. It's just that's just like me being dumb. I've had 2 coffees today, so I'm kind of lit too. It was a busy day. Okay, so we heard the song before. This is our first time seeing the video. As always, let us know what you think in the chat. We want to know what you think of all of these things. I'm fucking with this video already though. It's very Alice in Wonderland-esque. We lift off the yerba over yonder. I can't be mad at yerba mate. I was a matcha person for a while instead, but coffee. Alice in Wonderland is the vibe? Well, you guys nailed that. Even with the coloring and everything.
I got some to drink the car, and it's just like an uncle, you know that. I can't see the shit or the fog.
Ooh, Bridge to Terabithia vibes. Isn't that movie sad as fuck, bro? I remember seeing that movie for the first time, and you get to the end of the movie, and it's just like a punch in the gut of like, hey, now we're gonna break your fucking heart. What a sad fucking movie. 80 the kid said, wow, this is something different. It's pretty hard. Video looks great. Edits are awesome. All the visual effects are really cool on this. It's also got a little like Hunter x Hunter Hisoka vibes to it too, right? If you're an anime fan, you know what it is in the chat. Why'd they have to do me like this? Bro, I remember watching it and then getting to the end. I also was probably like 14 or 15. And I was just sitting there like choking up like, oh my god, what is happening right now? I didn't think this is where this movie was going. Tyreek says facts, loving the production. Oh, the melodic parts are fire, bro. AD said the production a little too digital for me. That's fair. That's totally fair. A very subjective thing. I kind of like the digital production aspect of it. Brandon, if you want to bump your song up, you can either subscribe or gift a sub, and that will guarantee that you get played on stream today. I'm not mad. This sits in between kind of like hyper-pop rage music vibes, so like I gotta say I do enjoy it. And this video is hard. I really enjoyed it. The melody does go crazy, 100%. The visual art would never fail to bewilder me. I have no idea how someone comes up with animations like this. You know, man, I do feel like it's a lot of discussing between the two parties. Like, hey, like, what am I trying to convey? What does this make me feel? I like to lean on people who do that for a living to just be like, yo, like, what does it inspire in you? You know what I mean? But I would imagine if you have an idea for what you want going into it, at least a mood board, it helps it fucking guide the person and help them figure out what exactly you want from them, right? So, not Hisoka vibes. Is it not Hisoka? Who's the one with the fucking things on his face? That's him, right? Hold on. I feel like I've made a grave error here. I sat with the editor and made my ideas. No, it is Hisoka. Fuck you. It's absolutely Hisoka. I knew I was right. Come on. ICPC, let me know your artist name in the chat. With all the cards and shit, bro. You be throwing the cards all the time. Call me laughing on Instagram if you're rocking with that one. Fire. Next up, we got Tova, who was voted into our community playlist this month with his song Wonder off of his new EP. So make sure you go check out that playlist if you have not. All right, bro. I do fuck with indie rock, so that's going to be fun. This is Lay's Lounge. Let us know what you think in the chat. As always, get ready for some very smooth R&B vibes. All the way from Toronto-ish. That area. Not personality-wise, just the cards. The cards and the colors. That made me think of Hisoka. Not his personality. They weren't running around fucking being evil and shit.
It's not funny, a bit crazy.
Vibes, bro.
After all that I've done.
Alright, I got you bumped up the queue. Again, if you subscribe or gift a sub at any point, that does get you bumped up in the queue and guarantees you get played today on stream. I did mute key. Did you submit your song? Oh yeah, there is.
And I don't need you. That's why
Those background vocals are magical, dude. I think this every time.
I thought even someone else and you just might do all the things you know I'm willing to do for you.
Alright, let us know what you think in the chat.
See, I did my best for you. Dropped all the rest.
This like low-key reminds me of like those like when Drake first started out and he was doing these big like super reverby kind of just felt cold, felt like the wintertime type songs. That's what this feels like to me. Tova makes music on Instagram if you're rocking with us. Like I said, always make sure you go follow and support these artists. If you hear something you like, it's a major part of what we're doing here.
You don't love me. It's not funny, a bit crazy. You don't love me. After
Dale said these vocals are lovely. They are very warm and inviting. It's like a hot bath of sound. Deshaun Porter says I love the vibe and how spacey the mix sounds. I do actually really like this one a lot. Tova. This might be one of my favorite songs on the project, I think. If you do want to check out the rest of this project, it's called Care Package. Available now on all DSPs. It just came out on September 19th, so it's pretty new. Get in early, be an early person to listen to Tova. Fire, bro. You know, if I don't have my water bottle in here anymore, so I'm gonna fake drink water. That's it. I know it's not what you use your voice for.
After all that I've done did to make you want me.
I already have my liquid IV today, though. So 40 viewers in the chat. Hey, let's go. We get to 50, I'm gonna be lit. But I'm happy with 40. Let's get that straight right now. Very happy with 40. You guys are fucking awesome. Tova makes music on Instagram and on Twitter. Make sure you go follow if you were rocking with that one. Oh, we gotta close that tab. Next up, we got Jack Mo. I like that one, man. We're going back into music video mode for this one. Big W's from DJ Stat there. I hope that was for the fake hydration. Drake, but still hard. Does that mean that Drake's not hard anymore? Is that what I am to assume that you're saying? This is Color Me Red music video by Jack Mo. Shot by Kawa. Let us know what you think in the chat. Drake is not hard anymore. Says 303030. Invisible Moon, welcome back. Let me see if my YouTube volume is low.
Color me red,
Not. The mix on this is quite quiet. How do you think this? The Drake is still hard. You guys are gonna go at each other in the chat. This is pretty different. I don't know what this reminds me of. Let us know what you think. I'm not mad at this. Talk like that gets you stoned in Toronto. Like, hi? Brandon Cephas, thank you so much. Are you Bryson _ LMFAO? What is the artist name for Bryson _ LMFAO? This is kind of vibey, honestly. I'm not particularly mad at this. No, people throwing stones at you. So the bad kind. The very bad kind of stoning. I kind of like this. The video, the flow is crazy. I agree, the flow is kind of crazy. Maggie Glassman said this is good. It's a good pop, hip-hop influence kind of song. Video fits nicely. There's parts about the video that I don't love. Like, I'm not crazy about the color grading. I like that. That's cool. I kind of wish it was more lo-fi, like they shot it on a video camera instead of like a DSLR. Bryson said, reminds me a little of Imagine Dragons for some reason. That's kind of what I thought at the beginning too. I was like, kind of reminds me of Imagine Dragons a little bit. Definitely unique though. Color me blue. Color me anything long as it's true. Yeah, the hook is good. Tova says this man has a good understanding of a great hook. I gotta agree with that. King Leo says I like that chorus. It's really catchy. And it's simple. Color me anything long as it's true. Color me red. Color me blue. Color me anything long as it's true. I like the harmonies on this already. They're really good. All the melodies are actually fucking cool. I enjoyed the melodies on that a lot. Bro, I can't fucking talk. I'm having a hard time speaking since I got COVID. I'm good now, but it's the last. If we're talking about lasting effects, man, I can't talk anymore. My brain is broken. 30 says I'm doing features this week. You didn't see my tweet yesterday? I'm doing features this week. Everybody keeps asking me for them. MoMusic _ on Instagram. If you're rocking with that, make sure you give him a follow. That was dope. First time hearing Jack Mo, I think, on stream. At least as far as I remember. Can I get one? Shit. You send me a song and I like it, I'll think about it more seriously than I have previously. That's the most I'll say. Maybe.
Like, I skipped through all
The Falls, Act 2. Let us know what you think in the chat.
But when I fucking heard you, I was just like...
By Over the Classic. Deshaun said I'd listen to this. I would too. Vocal stacks are really good. I agree with GJ Stat on the last one. What's good, 100 Grand Sam? How are you? Tyler M, how are you doing? Welcome.
Okay.
It's nice to have you.
Waiting. I know they watch my heavy movement. I've been patiently waiting.
This one's about to go crazy. This one better go crazy. I have a feeling about it. What up, Nick Period? How you doing? Happy Thursday. Definitely a cold cover, I agree. I just found out you can actually pop those out recently, and I was like, you guys won't see it though, because I'm window capture, not display capture. Brandon Cephas, so you followed, not subscribed. So following doesn't get you bumped up. Command submit or command feedback to submit your music to the Google form. And if you do subscribe or gift a sub, that does get you bumped up, but then it gets you bumped into the priority queue, which is currently 8 songs long, so you'd be song number 9. But it guarantees you get played downstream, because obviously you got a lot of submissions and we're not going to get through all of them.
I'm on a path, just keep moving, wade in the water, power abusing. I hear the dogs, get off the trail, trying to escape, but I feel like I'm losing, no.
You lost me a little bit in this verse only because the verse is a little bit out of time. Is this an album cut? I think it is an album cut, yes.
I'm scared to lose it all. What if all of this shit falls?
Like, I really like the ideas in the second verse, but I feel like it could be just a little bit stronger. Rocky Osugani, thank you so much. What is your artist name on the chat? Brandon Cephas, I will put you in this priority queue. What is your artist name? Let me know in the chat. I got you, Young Muji. We're gonna bump you up. Bryson, I got you. I figured it was. That was my guess, and I'm glad my guess was right. Definitely makes sense as album cut, and I like a lot of the pieces of this. Just when it got a little off time in that second verse, I think that kind of took me out of it a bit. So that's the only thing that I would say. And I know some people don't have an issue with it. It bugs my ear, and that's totally a subjective thing. So don't take it too harsh. I just always like things when they're a little bit more on time, especially if everything else is too, you know? Yeah, I really like the hook of this one. I really like the first verse. You lost me a bit in the second verse, but honestly, the overall vibe was really good. I like the production. As an album cut, this absolutely makes sense, so I'm not mad at it at all. If you were rocking with it, here are the socials. As always, we pull the socials up. So, okay, we're not going to read through that message. So if you do want to follow, make sure you do. Jeff will be a house, by the way. That's fine. We're going to turn up together. We're going to have a good time. Yeah, as a listener, we're so used to hearing music that's been perfected, so when we hear something that isn't, it's weird. Yeah, it definitely does sound foreign, and I don't think that that's like the end of the world, like if I'm being honest. Nick Period, if you stick around to the last 15 minutes, I do bump people up from the chat for free as well, so hopefully if you are still here in the chat and just taking part in what we're doing, there is another opportunity to get bumped up as well. Over the Classic 2 on Twitter if you were rocking with that one. The Instagram did not take me anywhere. Over the Classic, drop your Instagram in the chat, okay? Next up, we got Jev. So this is going to be a house song. Yeah, it's not the end of the world, but I think for me personally, it's something that I really appreciate is when stuff is on time, especially when everything else is. If the whole vibe start to finish is not being on time, then that's fine, but I think it just needs to be consistent throughout. I think it's the switching that kind of threw me off, if that makes sense. Pat Shop, I don't know. What's your artist name? This is Change of Plans by Jev. Let us know what you think in the chat. Oh, it's about to be like full house vibes. Fuck yeah, bro. I think I'm going to go see Fred again soon. And I'm very excited for that. Oh my god, yeah, this is hard. Love it. Saving it. Great production, bro. Great sound design. Great vibe. Where are you from? You saw Fred last night. Top 3 show of the year. Then I have to go, right? Toby says, ooh, this is sick. AD the Kid, let me know your artist name in the chat when you get a chance. DJ Stats says fire. King Leo says shuffle mode. Put this in FIFA. Now. Fruska says I just saw him at Portola Festival. Yeah, AD, what's your artist name? Let me know. 30 says this is so hot. This is really dope. I like this a lot. AD the Kid, what is your artist name? Harry Muffin Man, let me know your artist name again in the chat as well. Honeybees says love this. Pat Sharp, I do see the submission in here. It's just down here. A-D. Okay, got you. Thank you. This is so hard. Yeah, definitely Rocket League 2. Cutting Shapes music, this. If I could shuffle, I'd be shuffling right now, but I'm a horrible fucking dancer, so you're not going to see it today. Harry Muffin Man, I don't know why I can never remember your fucking artist name. Is it Joe Jazz? It is, right? Now that I'm looking at it in the forum. Haha! We got it. We motherfucking got it. Let's go. Oh man, I wasn't ready for that to end. I like that a lot. That was Change of Plans by Jev. Immaculate house vibes, my dude. Maybe even leans a little bit more UK garage, if I'm being honest. What's the tempo? Is it 140? What's the tempo on that song? Yeah, Yo, we're at 48 views. We might crack 50 today. That's crazy. I was thinking about moving Fridays to Thursdays. And it seems like the Thursdays are a little bit more lit. This is Run by Green Sweater Vest. Let us know what you think. I fuck with Green Sweater Vest.
It's so good.
Rough draft, so don't judge the mix too hard. Hey man, this is my first time hearing you do something like this, and I really like it already. Brandon Cephas says that shit was hard. It was great. Only part of the song I didn't like too much is when he high-pitched voices change plans. That's fair. You can get specific with me, bro. I'm a specific kind of guy. If it was DNB, I would have been like, this is DNB. And I love UK Garage. It's my favorite because I grew up in the UK. Bro, this is hard. I like this too. I would suggest putting more distortion and saturation on your vocal because it'll fit the vibe of everything else. And do some yelling in the background for ad-libs. Like some of that shit. This needs some screams. AD the Kid says this is diff awesome. Toby _ Toby 2 underscores on Instagram if you are rocking with this one. Bro, I really like this a lot. This is a cool sound for you. And the drums are really good. I'm usually a stickler for drums like this, but got the distortion and bust. Turn it up just a little bit. More vocal presence needed, says Bryson on the mix. I agree. Screams would definitely be sick. Like some of that shit. I don't know if you're a screamer or not. Killmord produced. Killmord absolutely fucking killed it. Again, Toby _ Toby 2 underscores on Instagram if you're rocking with us. The artist's name is Green Sweater Vest, and this one's called Run. I like this, man. I think this is a good sound for you as well. It's a cool mix of still kind of like that like hyper pop kind of feeling without it being super hyper. It's definitely more punk pop than anything. I can imagine it was fun doing that. Making anything with like high energy is always fun, I feel like, you know? That was good. I like that a lot. I think that's a cool sound for you. I'd love to hear you experiment more with that. Even glaive type melodies, yeah, definitely. All right, this is Stop Time by Maggie Glassman. Let us know what you think. In the chat, as always, we do want to know what you think of these songs. Some perfect sync music again. I feel like we got this last time.
Because I'm not available for you to take me home. The disappointment is a fatal blow.
Great writing.
My boyfriend, you see, he's a jerk, but I can't leave him cause I've never left no one hurt. I'm a good girl, you know it's true, but I'm terrified.
Is this the final mix?
Of losing
or just a
you.
more mixed version?
Oh my God, he wants to go home. Wish we were anywhere else alone.
Let us know what you think in the chat.
I think I'm in love. What the fuck?
Bryson says this is sexy. The balance on the chorus is perfect. I think on the mixes, on the verses, the instrumentation needs to still come up just a tiny bit.
Just 5 more minutes left. All our guys with you
Just the first final mix, yeah. I think just in the verse, instrumentation needs to come up a tiny bit, but it sounds really good overall. The chorus, I think, is the perfect levels and balance.
He wants to go home, but I'll imagine that I'm in your arms.
Toby said, this is sick, but do you know what came into my head straight away? As soon as I heard her voice, I thought a drill producer could make an insane sample beat with this. Probably could. If there's any engineers in the chat, let us know what you think of the mix. I think it sounds really good on the chorus, honestly. Toby, I agree with you, for sure. This is definitely a good song for sync placement. TV ads, because he was in a Bond film. It's just super cinematic, so I could see somebody using this in a film or a show or a commercial. Definitely a powerful voice. Chorus sounds great. It's either the vocal needs to come down a tiny bit on the verses, or the backing needs to come up a tiny bit. But it's really, really close. It's like just a nudge. But I think right now one of them is overpowering the other just a tiny bit. And that would be the only real feedback I think I have on the mix. Otherwise, I do think it sounds really good. The chorus sounds fantastic. Like, it's really, like, the perfect level of it, having that really, really big instrumentation in the back, but the vocal sits in such a nice pocket. Maggie Glassman on Instagram, if you're rocking with that one. Make sure you go follow. Make sure you go support. We have Mute Key up next. We're still in the priority sub queue list. I do post my streams after I'm done. It usually stays on Twitch and VOD for a little bit, so if you want to go back and clip things, you can. And then I'm almost at the point where I'm going to be uploading them to YouTube the day after we get done. I just had to catch up with a backlog of VOD that I hadn't uploaded, so you can also watch them on YouTube as well. All right, this is Kit Kat, the Mute Key remix, which is a Cash Dami song. Originally, I like Cash Dami. Yeah, definitely go back, clip Jev. We fucking love that shit. It was fire. So as always, let us know what you think in the chat. Again, if you are new here, like I said, we're going through the priority sub queue list right now, which is this many songs left in it. If you want to guarantee the song gets played today, I'll bump it up in the stream, in the queue. The best thing you can do is subscribe or gift us up. That will get you bumped up to number 5402, which is right underneath Joe Jazz. You don't have to do that. If you stick around to the last 15 minutes of the stream, I will be bumping people up from the chat for free. That is in 1 hour from now. This is Cash Down Me, Kit Kat, Mute Key remix. Let us know what you think in the chat.
These niggas copy the style. I took your bitch, I know that you in denial. The trapping looking like a Walmart aisle. Can't compete with me, better throw in the towel.
Okay, let's switch to the tone. You know I'm making the most. They be saying that I'm smooth. Yeah, I'm taking
that first part was Cash Dami's hook, by the way.
Why you be doing the most?
This is now Mute Key.
I saw my wrist like I'm froze. Spill like a Kit Kat, don't even know why you did that, Dripping like
I actually like your version of this more.
Getting that cash like my boy Dami. He got a dub, now my boy want me. Stop like comparing, you know that they not me.
This kid is 18 years old.
Man, I'm not with that chit chat. He tried to spin, he got split like a Kit Kat. Peeped he was reaching, I don't know why he did that. 762s hit him.
Send this to Cash Dami, he says. We don't need you to, bro. You should just put that on TikTok. That's a whole TikTok right there. This is what it would sound like if Cash Dami put me on Kit Kat, bro. You just do the verse. Make the video, put the lyrics up, boom. You got a perfect social piece of content that people are going to recognize and maybe fuck with. Especially if you post it at 9 a.m. Central Time, which is apparently the cheat code for you. Harry Muffin said, man, said this is fire. Pay the fees to slide in. That's what I'm saying. That's really good social content for you. You should put that up. Official Mute Key on Instagram. If you're rocking with that one, make sure you go follow him. Super talented young kid. Produces a lot of his own music too. 5, but sounds too much like Cash. You should go check out his own music because I think that is different than a lot of the stuff we have heard from Mute Key so far. This is Home Team by Fee. I love this sample flip already. Whoever did this ate the fuck out of this. He says, shout out Thrax Gang in his note. Let us know what you think in the chat, as always. Yeah, I wouldn't say it was my favorite song by you, but that's only because I really do actually like the vibe of like your own self-produced stuff. I feel like it feels like you. TG_Fee on Instagram if you're rocking with us. I like this part. I like the flow here. I wasn't crazy about the flow you had right in the beginning, but I think when it moves into this is super interesting, engaging, really pulls me in.
With the whole team, we got basketball seats. I brought a whole peep, this shit gon' last week. I got fresh goods, shout out Jody's, not no groceries. I got angels, but my head and I got
actually it's grown on me. I like it. Once you get back to it, it's pretty fire, honestly. Tyreek, thank you so much. Nah, it's just fun. It's got a nice bounce to it. Vocals actually sound good. Mix is really balanced. The rhythmic aspects of the flow are really fun. And the sample flip is. Oh! We do love a switch up. Sorry, a little overexposed. With the home team, we got basketball seats. I brought a whole peep, this shit gon' last week.
I got French girls. Shout out Jody's, not no groceries. I got angels by my head and I got demons lurking underneath.
Bryson says flow is crazy. I think you should talk more in your voice. Could just be the mix. Overall, it's really good. You should talk with more in your voice. So just more like, what do you mean by that? I'm just curious to know what you mean by more in your voice. This is good, says Tyler. I enjoyed that. I like the beat switch on that too. TG_Fee on Instagram. If you're rocking with that one, make sure you go follow and support. Next up, we got El Segundo, indie rock band, which I'm always excited to listen to. I'm never upset about getting stuff that's different genre too. I actually love the diversity of the community. It's like one of my favorite parts. And for me, I definitely enjoy listening to a bunch of different types of music. So feel free to send stuff in, even if it's not hip-hop or R&B predominantly. I'd love to hear it. That was fire. When's it dropping, says Tyreek. More presence again. Okay, that makes sense. Sounds like kind of quiet. So just a little thin. Maybe it's over-compressed. Maybe a little bit less compression. Maybe it's like a EQ bandwidth thing. You could have just squashed it a little bit. I understand what you're saying, though, Bryson. All right, El Segundo, is there ever any end to it? Probably not is the real answer to that. Well, I guess there is, but that's a little dark, and we don't have to get into it. Pay the Fee says, dropping in a week. Wanted to test the waters. Thanks, everybody, for the feedback. It sounds good, man. Honestly, it's a pretty solid offering. All right, let us know what you think. El Segundo, is there ever any end to it? There definitely is. But it rhymes with death. It's not far off the same thing. This is cool. I love the guitar riff already. You from California? I fuck with this all the way. I like the video a lot. Video is crazy. We're bringing back the video playlist, so I'm going to put this in the video playlist too on YouTube. Do you play everything yourself? Are you one of those people who plays all the instruments? Video and song are a vibe. 100%. Reminds me a lot of, oh, fuck, what's that band I like grew up listening to? Block Party. A little bit of like Block Party. A little bit of The Killers in here. I like this a lot. You are the guy who plays all the instruments, huh? This is fire. I'm not crazy about the mix on the drums. That's my only bit of feedback. I think the mix on the drums could have been a little bit cleaner and a little bit punchier. But other than that, I really honestly liked every other aspect of it. I thought the guitar riff was really good. Like, I liked the lyrics. I liked the vocal aspect. The video is really cool. No, I did not play Dream Fever by Dallas O'Shea yet. Replay value on 10. It's super catchy. The bass riff is really good, too. Do. The vocals sound great. I love the texture of the vocal. This video's hilarious. Eloya Coleman says very hard. Yeah, I love this. Name of the artist is El Segundo. And the song is called Is There Ever Any End to It? What a great find. This only has 661 views, so go run it up. Let's get it to 1,000 if we can, or at least help it on the way. From Victorville, California. I knew he was from California. Based on the El Segundo name. This also feels very California. I like it a lot. Yeah, the only thing that I would say is I wish those drums punched a little bit more. They get a little lost in the bass line. Ah, nice use of acoustic. I like the switch from electric to acoustic guitar. A little bit too much reverb on the acoustic guitar for me personally. those finger slides, you can really hear those moments as well. But other than those tiny little bits, hey, Cold Clouds, hey, friend. Other than those tiny little bits, I would say I really thoroughly enjoyed that song. Definitely reminds me of a lot of bands that I've really enjoyed growing up. Video's fire, I agree. Video is fire. If you did like that, El Segundo_DG on Instagram. I'm definitely going to follow along because I want to hear more. It's really cool. Definitely want to hear more. Please come back. Please send us more. We always, like, one of my favorite things, I say this every time, like, I love seeing artists develop over time and grow. It's, like, probably my favorite part about what I do here and, like, in work is that I get to see artists develop and see what they become over time, because I do think this whole fucking thing is just a process. Like, I think really anyone can be an artist if you spend enough time and work at it and learn more about it and just try and practice and do all that shit. So for me, that's one of my favorite parts, is seeing how an artist develops over time and seeing if they do improve quickly or how quickly they improve. Because sometimes that's like the most beautiful part, is to see an artist go from like this thing that's just starting out to this like really polished, like amazing fucking, you know, top tier chart breaking artist. Like that shit's cool. Like it's part of the, you know, I think it's part of the allure for me, at least, of getting to work with artists and listen to artists early and then see them develop. Like I love that. So definitely send more stuff in. I love hearing artists over time and hearing more stuff from them as well. Osensu by Bryson up next. What does Osensu mean? Let us know in the chat what you think. As always, we want to know what you think of these songs as well. Good to see you have your socials in here. We love that. The strings sound pretty good, but the French horn sound is very MIDI. Did you... Can I send a different link? Is this you right now? You can always send a different link, but you just have to tell me when I get to the song. That's it. Osensu's a folding fan. I fucking knew you'd know. I had a feeling, when I asked the question, I had a feeling Cold Clouds is just going to be like, this is what it is. This is why we're friends, bro. This sounds like Zelda music to me. This feels like it should be in Zelda, in like a little town. Like when you get to the town and you gotta like catch the village's chickens because they've escaped the coop, and you're like chasing them around and then like jumping off a cliff and flying down with a chicken in your hands like that. It's very specific, but that's what this reminds me of. It's a little unhinged musically for me, I think, like at times. There's a lot going on, just from like a music theory standpoint. There's maybe some elements that I don't love with other elements paired together. I think it's mostly that long, drawn-out string part in the back that I'm not crazy about. But I really like all of the more like staccato percussive elements. Like the pizzicato strings, great. Especially with like the percussive elements like this snare as well, and the rim shot. I think it's just those drawn out notes in the back that aren't really doing it for me. It's the French horn for sure I'm not crazy about. And then the longest string part. I understand the need for it, I just don't know if it's doing it for me. I also have a really hard time, I'm just gonna say this straight up, because I produce as well, and like I always have a hard time finding good horn sounds, and like honestly, because of that, like it always fucks my head. Like if it's not a beefy real horn, it's hard for me to be like, oh yeah, that sounds great in the beat. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that makes sense to anybody else here, but let me know. Let me know what you think in the chat. If you are rocking with this, it's Bryson.rva on Instagram. What up, Alexander? This definitely is some Nintendo music though. Like, if you should absolutely just try and apply to do fucking music like orchestration for Nintendo games. This is perfect Nintendo game music. I love this part. This part's really nice. 100 gram Sam, nah, most definitely is. Literally, this is like, I feel like I'm in Zelda right now. A town in Pokemon is also a good shout. It could easily be a town in Pokemon. This is like the ending sequence of a Zelda game. That's the other thing. If you're not catching someone's chickens, this is like an ending visual sequence where you're talking to the princess. And she's like, Link, thank you so much for saving Hyrule. You guys don't know this about me. I'm a huge Zelda fan. I'm really into the lore of Zelda and the world of Hyrule. Guys, I just get on here and expose how much of a nerd I am like every fucking week for 4 hours a week. 4 minutes and 38 seconds is extremely long, but like honestly, for an instrumental composition, I enjoyed that. I wasn't crazy about the French horn or the drawn out string, but overall, I did think that was really well done. And quite honestly, if I had heard that in a fucking Nintendo video game, any of them really, could be Super Mario Galaxy. Could be anything that's fucking Nintendo related. I probably wouldn't be mad at it.
Social media is wild. Hootsuite helps brands survive and thrive. Our tools map out marketing campaigns and make talking to customers.
This is not a branded deal. All right, we got another music video up next. Brandon, please send it in the Google form and let me know when we get to you. Oh, Alexander, you're right. Thank you for reminding me. Can you resubmit your song, please? Just because I don't have it in the form in front of me. And Brandon, if you could just send it in there and then just remind me when we get to you on the queue. Remind me what your artist name is. 8-bit version would go crazy, dude. You should definitely do an 8-bit version. This is Young Muji, Sunset Boulevard. Let us know what you think. I love the video already. It's a great kind of like aesthetic. Dolls, I do see it right now. We are in the priority sub queue for people who subscribe or gift a sub. That does get you bumped up and guarantees you get played today. But in the last 15 minutes, I will be bumping people up from the chat. So if you don't want to spend any money, stick around with us, and we'll try and get you in the last 15 minutes. Okay? Oh wow. That sub is overpowering as fuck. It's OP. It's super OP. That's my only real big note, especially on the mix. To me, that sub is too loud. And the vocal's very quiet. Needs nothing. Yeah, somebody get the patch. Somebody get the patch going. I like the video, though. It's a good aesthetic. I think it fits with the vibe of the song. This also feels like Nintendo music, though. You walking around Animal Farm. Yeah, that's just that's stock plugins in general, and there's nothing you can really do about that. I recognize that, so I'm not really too mad at it. But if you are trying to use horns, I would definitely suggest getting a VST that is horn specific, that is recording horns, because it's just going to make it sound better, you know what I mean? It's going to make it feel better, and that's it. Forever 8, let me know your artist name again in the chat, and we'll make sure we bump you up, okay? Boo, 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 boo. Crazy sample flip. Oh, yeah, that's right. I shouldn't forget that. I really like your music. I'll never forget again. Feedback on a Thursday? Yes, it's my wife's birthday tomorrow, and it's our 10-year anniversary since we started dating. So I decided I'm taking the day off. We're going to go to dinner. We're going to have a nice night. We're going to chill. Have some good times, you know? I was like, I'm going to give it the day. I want to give her the day. Thank you. I appreciate it. Congrats to her. She made it through 30 years of life. Young Muji on Instagram if you're rocking with that one. I'd be interested to hear more from that artist for sure. I don't know if that was the one for me. It was super vibey. 808, turn me up. If you're here in the chat, can you actually do me a favor? You know what? Fuck it. I'll find it. I'll find it. Because this is fucking annoying for everybody when I have to do this. and make you resubmit. Almighty Peter Church. Why'd I say it like that? Fucking like every Australian in the chat is like, Jesus Christ, dude. You got to stop with the Australian accent. It's never going to get good. Almighty Peter Church. All right, we'll listen to Babysit. This is 808 Tone Me Up. Let me know what you think in the chat. 100 Grand Sam, thank you for the sub. Let me know what your artist name is in the chat. Thank you, sir. We'll make sure we get that bumped up. This is Babysit by 808 Tone Me Up. Let us know what you think in the chat. It sounds like a Lex Luger beat already. See, this sub is OP, but it's more balanced in the mix, so it doesn't feel OP.
To him and shit sound like a truck when I started. I got a book bag full of narcotics. I'm in the back of a trap in the party. Them niggas lacking the streets, they retarded. Rolling up
100 Grand Sam, thank you so much, bro. Bay Gush, that is how you submit. Yes.
Nigga, you ain't stepping for this and it's only
hardest producer / artist out of VA. This shit is pretty hard, I'm not gonna lie. 808 Tell Me Up on Instagram. Y'all fuck with this. I was in college when Waka Flocka was like at peak, so like Waka Flocka, like anything that sounds like this, I'm probably gonna really enjoy. Little chest press, thank you for submitting. I didn't see it. Oh, did you send in a fucking video instead, bro? Hold on. Are you Brandon? 808 Tell Me Up? No, you're not. Are you? So I'm trying to figure this out. Somebody did send me a... It's under Shia. It's in here somewhere. I did see it. You are in here. But it's further down the queue. So if you do want to guarantee that it gets played today, best thing you can do is subscribe or gift a sub. If you are already subscribed, which I think you are, gifting one is the way to get bumped up the queue. If not, stick around to the last 15 minutes. Brandon, you are 808. So let me pull up the YouTube video, and we'll go to music video mode instead, because I know you mentioned that in the chat. This is why I ask you guys to remind me, because sometimes we motherfucking miss it. All right, this is 808 Tell Me Up Chamberlain. This video is clean as fuck already. Yeah, so if you are already subbed, I usually ask that you gift one forward, just because sometimes it's hard to tell who's gifted, who's been gifted one. It's just for fairness of like, if you spend like the $5 or whatever, you get bumped.
Bitch, I'm a vet, you can tell by the jump. Press Percocet pills coming in cluster. Niggas be talking shit, making me chuckle. Keep shit popping, but don't be no sucker.
Yeah, I'm not mad at this at all, bro. I fuck with this.
Play with them cars like fuck around shuffle. Whole lot of tosses and peas in the duffel. Bought me some Glocks cause I needed.
This is one of the other modes. Like I have like 3 modes, like pop punk, alt rock mode. This mode. I like some real like sexy R&B vibes.
Smoke dead niggas, I'm turning them to angel dust. Captains and feds, the only ones taming us. Bitch, I'm a ball, I'm a shoe like with Chamberlain. He ain't let us shut off, I'm fucking ashamed of him. Them nigga bro,
100 Grand Sam says, hey, this is hard. It is hard. That's a fact.
Throw up the guns and I'm banging the same as him. Call my ops, hit the motherfucker.
Video is pretty hard too. The color grading on the video is really nice. Edit's great. Honestly, his voice sounds great. This is Chamberlain, and the artist is 808 Tell Me Up. It's hard as fuck. It's not even funny. Honestly, a lot of my favorite artists are from the DMV right now. I can't stop listening to them. They just make crazy shit out of this.
Wake up, cocky the top like a rooster. Say, cocky the top, I'm trying to bring the back ends coming out. One man shooter bringing Andre drumming out. 5.56, they'll take a nigga stomach out. Keep shit 50 now.
The beat is dumb hard too. Did he produce this himself?
Niggas ain't never ever scored, we shut them out. For real. Bitch, I'm a vet, you can tell by the jump. Press Percocet pills coming in cluster.
Let us know what you think in the chat.
Shit's tough. Keep shit popping, but don't be no sucker. Punch your car like fuck my knuckles. Play with them cars like fuck around shuffle. Whole lot of tosses and peas in the duffel. Bought me some Glocks cause I needed a couple. Drop off the work, put the shit on the side. Smoke dead off like the shit don't get high to me. Married, trap that little bitch, been a bride. Drop him in the
I'm into this.
Fuck around and frown. Skirt off the block.
Self-produced too. Patch Shots, this song just keeps getting better. This is crazy. It is crazy, honestly. I love the ad-libs too. The ad-libs really just add to the energy. Nah, this beat is dumb hard. It sounds great. The video looks great. This is a good piece of art all around, bro. I enjoyed that. Cool shit. Like I'm Chamberlain. Yes. Yes. AD the Kid says real rapper. Yes. That's not a lie. 808 Tell Me Up on Instagram. Make sure you go follow if you're rocking with that one. That reverse sound is sick. There's a lot of really cool details in that. I wasn't mad at a single part of it. Next up, we got AD. This is a new one for us on stream. I'm excited to get into it. We got about 35 minutes to start bumping people up from the chat for free, so stick around. If you are here and you don't want to gift a sub or subscribe, which is fine, you don't have to. Stick around, and we'll try and get to you, okay? This is AD the Kid with Love Song. Let us know what you think in the chat. And then we got Pat Sharp, and I think that's it, man. Oh no, we got a couple more. I appreciate you. Thank you for submitting. All right, let us know what you think in the chat. Fucking wrecked at soccer last night, but I got an amazing assist. I'll read it before? I'm gonna stop at 49 seconds in because we're already 49 seconds in. But the note, which is important, says AD the Kid, is I made this song about a girl who I felt deeply in love with, but she doesn't care about me anymore. Aww. I wanted everything about the song to express exactly what I felt for her. This is probably my best work to date. That's relatable. I think we can all relate to that. Zara S. This is very pretty, and Zara knows it's beautiful. Aloya Coleman says, I love this. This is a pretty solid pop song. How old are you? Cuban Adrian Sings on Instagram if you're rocking with us. I actually really like the production on this, man. You did a good job.
Purchase your tracks today. I don't want it at all. You got me staring at my phone all night long. You got me buried in alcohol. Better you don't give a fuck.
Ooh. But you will when I get it. Okay. This drum loop specifically in the song has made me a fan of it. I wish that this drum loop and this vibe had come in earlier on. Because this switch up is... I love the switch up. As soon as it comes in, it's like an immediate, like, ew one. That fucking drum loop right there, man, that gives us a completely different vibe. I really like it. Sean Potter says fire. I do like these parts where there's no drums at all, though, as well. I gotta say that. Cuban Agent Sings on Instagram. If you're rocking with this one, make sure you go follow. A lot of potential here for sure. Yeah, harmonies are great. I agree with Alexander. Really beautiful vocal arrangement on these parts where there's no percussion. Pretty fire, man. Honestly, I did enjoy that. I think the switch up for me, this is the beginning of the album I got. It's going to be a journey. I love that. I think I liked it. But these drums to these drums is a completely different vibe. And I think these drums, to me, is where it really, like, kicks in and is like, wow. 18, keep going, bro. You definitely got it. I always say this when we listen to 18-year-olds and the quality is this far ahead. Like, you've got the talent. You know what I mean? Just keep going, keep experimenting, keep collaborating with other people. There's definitely something there, without a doubt. This is Gappy's Overalls by Joe Jass. Let us know what you think in the chat. Did we not listen to this last stream?
You can turn me down, but you can try to, 'cause I'm a rude.
This is so wild, dude.
This more than high hopes. Bitch, you can turn me down, but
I actually think I like this more than what I was. No, we listened to something else last week. It's just from Gap to Nobody's Round.
Overalls hanging like a part-time
Gabby's origin last What's the concept?
Cause me and us drove west, found out we major. FL got the weird kids catered. Who the creator? Got the same name as the
Because there's a concept here. Can you explain the concept in the chat really quick of the album? I'm curious.
Roll with the same boy, lame boy. Grew up on the Game Boy, never did switch. Playing monster, my brain's void. Kai in my cold like the pose with the snow, no cane draw.
I swear to God, you just improve the vocal mix a little bit. This is so out of the box and like unique. Like, I feel like a lot of people fuck this. Head with your visual treatment, like, it's just like the vocal just needs a little bit more of a mix. It's like the last album was Falling Island and it's Gappy leaving Falling Island. Concept, bro. That's why he's a nomad.
I'm a rudest town, but don't mean I'm bound. Gotta be free and live my life, no matter the amount. Whether it's long or I'm gone right now.
This is the video we watched that we really liked. I remember this.
So you know I'm screaming deep down and all around. Bitch, you can't.
Let us know what you think in the chat. To me, this it doesn't really stand out because it's super unique and just different. It's just the vocal mix needs a little bit of improvement.
Bitch, you can't turn me down.
I do feel like the instrumental's pretty loud too. Alexander said, "Yes, it's different." I'm high-key fucking with it. It's so like it really is super unique, and I do like that about it. His visuals are fire. Truthfully, if you haven't checked out his visuals, you gotta do it. I think okay. So on the vocal mix,
Creator got the same name as the Popsy.
So I can kind of hear the room noise. Like, that's one thing for me, is like I can kind of hear the natural reverb in whatever room you're recording in. So I think getting a more clean recording is one aspect of it. The second aspect of it, again, I think is just a balance thing. So like the vocal is like loud in some ways, like there's maybe too much gain on the mic when you're recording, but then at the same time, it's quieter than the instrumental. So everything is kind of competing for the same space. And I think that's the thing that I'm hearing personally in the mix. I would love if there's any engineers in the chat for you to chat and kind of chime in with more technical aspects. But to me, I think it's like kind of a mixture of getting a more clean recording that doesn't have any of those transient noises in the background, like that room reverb naturally, which is a hard thing to do in an untreated room. But there is kind of like ways that you can get around it and cheat code. Like, you know, like there's like little ways you can cheat your way around it. But then I think the other part is just balance in the mix and making sure that that vocal sits within the instrumental in a way where they're not fighting each other and where the instrumental isn't too loud. Because at times it does feel like the instrumental is just a little overpowering as well. And that could be, it could be EQ stuff and they're like kind of battling each other a little bit. But I do think you have like a really, really interesting take on this in general, you know what I mean? I recorded in a random empty room, but I like the take. And that's fair too. Like, I'm not going to say like you do something that feels right to you. It's not right. You know what I mean? Like, nah, like I honestly believe that like whatever you do creatively, if there is a reason for it, that's fine. There just needs to be a reason for it. I didn't necessarily feel like there was a reason for it on this, and that's why it stands out to me. But if there is like a concerted effort to be like, this is the sound overall, I think a lot of times it's about making sure that things match up. You know what I mean? Like, they've got to make sense together. And if it doesn't make sense together, then most people will just kind of assume that it's not a stylistic choice. So you either have to really lean into it or really go the opposite way and just make sure it's a cleaner mix. But I think you'll get more out of a cleaner mix. Like, I think people will kind of understand it more. That's my opinion anyway. All right, this is Glow by Tyreek up next. Let us know what you think in the chat, as always. We got about 20 minutes until we start bumping people up from the chat for free, so stick around if you still want to get your song bumped up. Of course, man. Thank you so much for being here and sharing with us. I appreciate you.
Remember nights I was stressing because I ain't have it figured out. Till I focused on my blessings, see I'm finally living now. I smile a little different now, my skin a little thicker now.
I'm reading the lyrics too.
Until I found me a different route. life. Now I focus on the art. Tear the light from the dark. You can see that I was lost. Now I'm regal with my walk. Got me moving like a king. I could lift a single finger, send the army to your team. Pop off and do the race. Put a nigga in his place. If I say we get to shoot,
I'm not mad at the bars.
No second take. I got way too much drive for me to ever pump my brakes. I got way too much shine for me to ever let it fade. Let it fade, nigga.
I love this melodic part. I wish in the verses, because you are kind of like standing with your chest. What's up, Schwavy? Don't worry, we still got 40 minutes left. Man like Ruben, this is not beats only. You can send anything in you want. It can be beats, it can be songs, whatever. It's Butch, I agree. Once you get into it, especially with the visual aspects, it's actually really cool. It's super different. Okay, I like this. My only thing in the delivery, I wish you'd just given a little more energy, because I saw like these like lyrics are really like, you know what I mean? Like you're fucking puffed up. I just wish you'd said it more with your chest, if that makes sense. Like it's a very laid back delivery. I wish it was a little bit more in your face just because of the lyrical content. My intention is warfare. You know what I'm saying? It's up to you. Either way. We listened to a house song, UK Garage song earlier, and it was a banger. So. Have a great time.
All the labor that I put in, know I enjoy the fruit. All or nothing with my passion, this is really in my roots.
Yeah, I just wish there was a bit more attitude in the delivery. I think that's what I'm trying to say.
Tell you how I feel right now. No, I shouldn't be here right now, but I still made it here.
Oh, I love drum and bass. I grew up in the UK, so I definitely got a soft spot for some drum and bass. I really love this melodic part, though. Whoever did this, I'm assuming it's Eddie Rock. It's a good combination of sounds between the two of you, and your voices sound really good together. I just wish there was a bit more attitude in your delivery. For a song that lyrically is so like, I'm gonna do my fuck, you know what I mean? Like, that's all. But I really like the beat. I think it's a good song. Like, I actually really like the lyrics he wrote as well. So, if I had any feedback, that's what it would be. There's a little bit more attitude in your delivery. And I do always kind of say this kind of stuff because I just think it's important that the delivery, again, matches the energy of the message you're trying to get across. If this was more of a sad song, I'd be like, yeah, you want to do a more relaxed, laid-back kind of delivery on it. You want it to feel that way. You want people to feel the thing from the tone of your voice without even them having to listen to the lyrics, right? So that's the only reason that I say stuff like that. Like, if it's a super hype song, you want to give it a lot of hype energy so people feel the energy, you know? Tyreek Offline on Twitter and Tyreek Online on Instagram if you're rocking with that. I follow him on both because I do quite like his music. I think there's something there for sure. Just make sure you tap in. Go follow if you're rocking with it. I'm going to put all of the socials in the Discord afterwards. Please don't send in the Discord. And I think you have it in you too. Like, your voice is really cool, man. Like, you got a nice tone. You just don't be afraid to get into it. You know, like, I feel like being a vocalist is like almost like acting in a sense, because you got to really put yourself in the emotional state of whatever you're writing at the same time too, so that people can really feel it. I feel like that, like, I hate to say feeling over and over again, but that feeling is the thing that people walk away with more often than not. A lot of people don't listen to lyrics. They listen to feeling, right? Here, command feedback or command submit. There is a Google form, which I just put a link in the chat for you for a man like Ruben, and that is where you're going to send it. We're going back into music video mode for the next one from Mac Infinity, who is an artist who has consistently delivered on the visual side of things and on the music side of things, but I think his visuals really help sell everything as a whole and just bring it together. So enjoy this. This one's called Ante Up by Mac with a Sideways 8. Which one do you prefer, Mac Infinity or Mac with a Sideways 8? Mac Infinity, right? Yo, definitely drop that in the Discord in the NYC Link-Ups channel. This is called Ante Up. I'm excited for this video already. Again, if you want to get your song bumped up in the queue, if you sub, that'll get you bumped up. Or stick around for another 20 minutes and I'll be bumping people up in the chat. Genova's been trying to give us love in the chat this whole time and just got to it.
I gotta get it like right now. It's really my time now. I gotta get it like right now. city be mine now.
Thank you for sending in, bro. I appreciate you.
Top of the bag, it's out of my mind now. I ain't had nobody just to pick me up. Hey, sexy nigga, they can't keep that fucking panties up.
This is exactly what it needs to be.
Why you love it?
Again, I do feel like the visual treatment's pretty good, man. You're making great videos.
But I move on my time, whether online or offline. You got yours.
There's a lot of cool little touches and details.
At halftime, but I don't be taking no breaks. Pussy wetter than a leg. Fuck talking.
Genova says this shit hard. I agree. Let us know what you think in the chat. As always, we do want to know what you think of these songs.
Feelings and shit. Talking about I'm a blessing, and you like the way I'm healing and shit. Dodging depression, a recession. Found a way to your heart. Now I can relax my mental and can focus.
Hey, that's fine, Itch Bud. Stick around for the last 15 minutes, and we'll try and get to you, okay?
To exist and somehow disappear into the abyss.
Tyreek says the flow solid for El Ruiz.
To pick to I have chosen someone to confide in, tell the truth and I
beats hard, videos hard.
And now they silent cause I ain't have nobody just to pick me up. Ay, freaking sangria bubbly from my shipping cup. Ay, I didn't put it down, ain't no need to pick me up.
Lawyer says 100, 100, 100. Bush says this is tough though for real. So I says I like.
I gotta get it like right now.
I don't know, but Mac keeps pumping out these fucking high quality videos, man. It's great.
I gotta get it like right now.
I'll pull up the socials in a second, right after the video gets done, and you guys can go follow.
Nobody just to talk to me.
It's underscore Mac Infinity underscore though for what it's worth.
But I stay on point. My homies call me Andre. When I took a
he's in New Orleans, but he's from Kansas City. I remember this.
Cause when I needed my help, like nobody else, I had to fix my health, my wealth. Everything wasn't okay. Make it all go away.
You can also catch Mac Infinity in the Discord community playlist this month, because he immediately got in the Discord and started taking part in the opportunities we have for you guys, which I appreciate.
Wiping their hands clean from my revival. Myself is my only idol, cause I'm a projection of everything anxious and suicidal. A contradiction to survival.
My only feedback is 3 minutes and 51 seconds is a long ass fucking song. It could have been shorter, and that's like super like
when I want it. And my reward to myself is using my humility to flaunt it, cause I ain't have nobody just to pick me up.
Hook is really strong though. Pat Sharp says sled.
I didn't put it down, ain't no need to pick me up. I didn't put it down, man, I step my ATM. I gotta get it like right now. Man, the city be mine now. I gotta get it like right now. Really my time now.
Great hook, really great hook.
Like right now. Man, the city be mine
Lost
now.
Wise, stick around for the last 15 minutes to stream. Or you can guarantee that I play you by either subscribing or gifting a sub. That will get you bumped up for sure into the priority sub queue. If not, that's fine. Stick around in 15-ish minutes. I'll be bumping people up from the chat for free. That was Mac Infinity with Annie Up, which I really enjoyed. Great visual treatment again. There's one thing you can always guarantee you're going to get from Mac Infinity. It's great visuals. Here are the socials. For anybody who wants them, right here. Underscore Mac Infinity. Underscore. On Instagram. You have to go check out his other music videos as well. They're fire. I promise you won't be disappointed. Next up, we got Alexander, who gifted a sub last week or earlier this week, and I didn't get to it in the stream, so we're going to play it today. This one's called Super Toothy Head. This one's called Super Toothy Head.
Big Cam.
Let us know what you think in the chat. Where are you guys all from, too? I feel like we got some new people in here today. Where are you new people from? I'd love to know where you guys are coming from. Produced by Big Cam. I don't know Big Cam, but this beat is hard. Genova says, laugh my ass off. What? Bristol, England. I grew up in Peterborough. Got a Cambridgeshire boy in here. Oh, we got London. We got England in the house tonight. It's coming home this year. Let's fucking go. We got Germany in the chat. We got North Carolina. We got Canada in the chat. South Carolina, based in Atlanta. This is actually pretty cool, bro. It's got a nice bounce to it. Let us know what you think in the chat. Southwestern Virginia in the chat. We got Nigeria in the chat. It's cool knowing that you guys are from all over the world, honestly. Energy's great on this, man.
Now niggas watching my wrist for a gleam. My Fitbit too clean. Funny if I'm gonna get to my dreams. Gotta make money machines. Talking to my ex, slow it down, feel stupid. You can shoot your shot, matter of fact, man, I'm Cupid. Pull up a sport, get out her apartment. So cold and heartless, born in the darkness. Ooh,
again, the melodies here are really good, man. Great melodic choices. I really like your flow on this as well. We got Chicago in the chat. I'm a big Chicago fan in general, Bulls fan. Been a Bulls fan for a long time. Alexandru on Instagram if you're rocking with this one. That's the vibe, man. I like that it's got a ridiculous name, but the song is not entirely about Super Toothy Head. Song about certain experiences. Bro, that's hilarious. You really put her on blast, huh? Aloya said, for real, energy dope. Sounded like Gucci at some point. Gucci Mane? Nah, that's a vibe. Did you notice that I have a friend that would love this when it's dropping? Would definitely tap in with Alexander. K Alexandru is his username. Pat, show up. You're up next. This is a new song off a project coming very soon. Tried something new and want to know what y'all think. All right, let us know what you think. Oh, I need access. I'm requesting it. I think that's the last subscriber submission, so we can do a couple. Well, how many people are in the chat who haven't had this song played yet? Maybe we'll just start that early. Fuck it, we got 30 minutes left. I'll wait for Pat Sharp to approve this. Okay. Fuck it. We got extra 15 minutes. If you're here in the chat, let me know your artist name right now in the chat. I'm going to start bumping people up for free. So make sure you put your artist name in there. We'll make another queue. We'll get into that queue. I'm going to play this Dominique Weeks song because it's here. Don't say me. Put your artist name. Artist names only. I should have asked the same questions at the same time, but this is Dominic Weeks with No End. Let us know what you think. I'll make this next cue while we listen to this. I'm fucking with this already, though, to be honest.
Here we go again. Another day just passed. I'm still in my bed.
Pat, let me know when your song is when you've approved it, bro.
On and off again. I'm fighting with myself. There is no end. I don't wanna give up.
Oh, I like this a lot. This is very much the vibe that I've been on recently, too. I'm glad that it stays acoustic too. I hope this stays acoustic all the way through. King Leo, I thought I saw you.
Just don't even care. No, she just don't even care. On and off again. I fight it with myself. There is no end. I don't wanna give up.
Yeah, I love this. Truthfully. Big fan of this. Oh, so there's a lot of you in the chat. I'm glad we did this a little earlier today.
But never understand. Oh, this was a big mistake. You made me realize
I think I got all of you.
that.
Sorry, I'm not keeping up with the chat right now because I'm building this queue.
Gave you all of me.
Dolls, what is your artist name again?
I don't have nothing left. I don't wanna give up on you. You keep on running around. I can't find you now. And I wish that I could tell you the
Yeah, let's go show you. I got you. I should be able to get through all of these in the next 30 minutes. So, in the quick fire round. Oh, Tap, you did say it like first, bro. I'll pull you up. I did see you say me like first. Measy Boulevard says fine. I actually really like that a lot. Dominic Weeks, I don't know who you are. I don't think we've ever listened to you before. But I like that a lot. And I'm definitely going to follow you. Yeah, I saw you say it first. So I'm not going to... I'll be a dick if I penalize you for that. Dominic Weeks _ on Instagram if you're rocking with that last song. I really like that a lot. Pat Sharp, are you still here? I hope you are. Because I currently can't get access to your song. And I need you to give me access. We got North Carolina in the building. Yeah, we do. Meezy, what part of North Carolina are you in, bro? My parents live in the Raleigh-Durham area, so I'm maybe in North Carolina around the holidays. All right, well, fuck. We got some DNB vibes coming up next. Pat Sharp, if you are here, please let me know at some point. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to play it on stream, and I'm sorry. But that just is. That's how this shit works. Yeah, Alexander is also from North Carolina. That's what we asked. Charlotte? Hey. Alright, this is Let It Burn by TAP. I can already tell this is about to be so fucking hard, bro. The sound design on this is great already, so I can't imagine what it's gonna be like. Okay, thank you, Pat. I hope you guys like drum and bass. I hope it's 150 beats per minute. What BPM is this? Just moved from Winston-Salem to Charlotte. Hey, look at this. Small world, small world. Hydro says fire. You gotta wait until here for the drop. You see it on the waveform. 172? Let's fucking go. 172, that's so fast. I can't wait. Yeah, boy. Yo, this is crazy. I fucking love this, dude. Beats by Thanis is so good. It is really good. This is great drum and bass. Do you have socials, bro? Like, what's up? Yeah, you gotta drop the socials first in the chat, because you don't have them anywhere. I would usually give you a lot of shit for that, but I'm really enjoying this a lot, so. Hey, this is just hard. So I was gonna say one part about this. When we do the quick fire rounds, I usually don't listen to the songs all the way through, just so we can try and get to as many songs as possible. This shit is banging, so I'm playing a little bit longer, but for the rest of them, because these are free bumps, we'll try and get through as many songs as possible, just so we can get to as many as possible. We'll still get feedback. We'll still pull up the socials. And then I'll post the socials in the Discord afterwards. Yeah, this is crazy. Great sound design. And the mix is very, very crispy. It's good. You gotta let me know when this drops, bro. The vocal is perfect on it, too. I don't know if it's sample or whatever, but it's well done. This will go crazy at any sort of a rave. Needs better cover art, yeah. Though I will say, honestly, drum and bass cover art is usually pretty garbage, and this is not bad. I also don't think it is a cover art. I think it's just his profile picture. You know how SoundCloud does that thing where you don't have profile art, it just gives you whatever your profile picture is? You gotta hit man like Ruben, bro. You gotta tap in. You gotta TAP in. Alright, we gotta go to the next one. I've spent too long on this, but I really enjoyed that a lot, honestly. Fanny up next. Sunflip 3522. Let us know what you think in the chat. Wow. Wow. Yeah, don't worry. It'll still be up on VOD on Twitch, and then we'll put it on YouTube soon, too. Short for the Animus Project? Cool. Are you a fucking Assassin's Creed fan? Oh, yeah. This is hard, too. Oh, we got some crazy producers in the chat right now, huh? This is sick. I'm about to follow you right now, bro. Oh, you Twitch stream too? Let's go. This is cool as hell. It's not because of that, but I do rate Assassin's Creed. What's your favorite Assassin's Creed game? this is very cool. I like that a lot. I liked everything about it. It's really cool. All the sound design again was really, really cool. I was not mad at that at all. Beats by Thani on Instagram. Yeah, Thani's fire, bro. That's my first time listening. I liked it a lot. All right. Fan of Odyssey. I can't lie, but the first two slap. I haven't played Odyssey yet, but it's on my Xbox. I download on Game Pass. First two definitely slap. First two are probably my favorite. Since then, I'm playing Origins right now, and I'm really enjoying Origins. Drop it in the chat. Drop your Instagram in the chat.
Ring around the rosy, these hoes be too nosy.
I like
she
this
like
already.
Playing games, knowing damn well
Good
that she
vibes.
notice I'm leaving.
Pat Sharp, let me know when that's clear, my dude.
Gas. We do this often, and she don't even know no better. At least I keep it honest. When we cruising, I got
us know what you
it
think in the
on
chat.
me. Cause it's like every time that I turn around, you on some other shit.
Origins is fire, bro. I'm enjoying
text
it.
on your old phone to that other. I got one problem, too many hoes to keep 3 sticks. In a 4-seater with a 5-speed, count 6 figs, and that's just how I live. Too many options, trapping gas and got me coughing. Police pull up and they knocking. Neighbors peeping out the blinds, always talking out of pocket. Road head and sees topless, and she a model. Plus I'm drinking out the bottle, Cody dripping out the faucet. 40
Pat,
drop a
next.
double cup, pop bottle. I'm leaning, and we moving, and every time we get together, we be making movies, smoking gelato, counting blue cheese. But just know when you're with me,
This has a
you
nice
can't
bounce
put me
to
on
it.
no story.
She got me dizzy the way that my pics are.
It still feels like
But
you're a
this ain't
little
no Toy
earlier
Story.
on.
Keep it sick inside a Rolls
So I think one of the
Royce
things
and
you're gonna
never
have to
ask me
figure
what
out is how
I
to
owe for.
differentiate
Phone
yourself from
paper
anybody
like
else
it's
kind of making this
homework.
kind of stuff.
Outside smoking
This is
Indo.
definitely a vibe.
And it
Your
feel
voice
like
sounds
it's
really good.
JUCO, but getting paid like a pro
Lyrics
sports
could be
that
better at
wake up in the
times.
morning and still fuck like usual. Time bad last night.
But I'm
Like
not
what
mad
the
at it,
hell
especially for
it
first
happened?
release.
Now she leaving, and now she lonely, and now
Weezy,
the
what's your artist name, bro?
deceiving, but I can't control it. Screenshot my JPEG, she always get files on me. Hope we playing like cops. Loomis got a meaner, I'm fine with it. I'm John Ford cause I can't focus. Act like she know me, I ain't noticed. Shawty working that pole, but I keep a
Alright, if
big
you're rocking
one
with
on
this
my
one, make sure you go
shoulder.
follow.
Ring around a rosy, all these bitches nosy. Put 40 in my blunt up by my lonely in this cup. All about that action, she ain't never getting cuffed. Steady
If you're rocking with this one, make sure you go follow at Stoned Oak Official on Instagram. That's all you get of this one. We're going to keep it moving. I want to make sure we try and get through as many of these songs as we can in the next 18 minutes before we go raid somebody. So make sure you go follow Stoned Oak if you're rocking with that one. This is You Don't Love Me by Pat Sharp. New song off the project coming very soon. Tried something new. I want to know what y'all think. All right, let us know what you think in the chat, all right? Brought one, I totally feel this concept, like 100%. I'm always like that with people I care about. I'm like, yo, let me know when you get home. 2, the vibe, the production, the melody, I love it. Pat Sharp with an X on TikTok. Patrick Sharp with an X on on Twitter. This is great. Tell nobody what they going through. Nervous to go home at night cause mama might be tripping and she usually drink a wine and start the violence in the kitchen. So instead of saying hi, let us know what you think in the chat. I'm a big fan of this. Right here, Pat Sharp with an X. Yeah, this is perfect, bro. I love everything about this. The only feedback I have is I need this soon. And I need visual. I need a visual representation of this with lyrics on screen. Just in general for content. Cut from different fabric, what you got might like it. Shot it back boys, but I pull up in a fly jacket, show. Bro, you are so fire, honestly. If you're here in the chat, let us know what you think. Deshaun Porter said, gotta add him to my library. Lost Wire says, dope. Leia Coleman says, love the beat. I really do too. It's perfectly done. It's such a good sample flip if it's a sample, and if it's not a sample, it's such great instrumentation. They made it feel like a sample. Alexander says, feel like I'm listening to Cuddy, but not. This is fire. Nova says, yeah, this is good as fuck.
Tell me when you make it home. When you make it home, if you love me. And tell me when you make it home. When you make it home, you don't love me. And tell me when you make it home. When you make it home, you don't love me.
The only thing that I would, okay, the only thing that I could request is on this last chorus, choir vocals. That's all, just some like fucking soulful vocals on the end of that shit, bro. Ah, wow, beautiful. Stereo Noise up next. Hey, bro, I be singing a little bit. I was singing a little bit every now and then. Oh, this track was not found. You got to send me private links, guys. Stereo Noise, if you're here in the chat, send a private link that I can open. Otherwise, it's not getting played today. We got 14 minutes left. We're going to keep it rolling. This is speed round now. BRB Vibin' by New Eye up next. Let us know what you think in the chat. We're going to keep things moving. Well, thank you. I'm not even warmed up today. Just let me know when you've resubmitted a link, bro. I got it. I'll hold the spot. I do sing. You can make me sing you a song if you really want to before we get off. You can use channel points. I'm not crazy about the vocals on this, but I really love the production. What I will say is this shit is hit. I don't love the vocal mix. If the vocal mix was different, I'd be super into this. I see what you're going for. It's just a little messy. It could be a bit cleaner. Like, if you cleaned up this original vocal recording before you put all the reverb on it, I think it'd be good. But right now, it's just a little too much reverb with a little bit too much of like all those like transient sounds and room noise in the background of your original vocal recording. And so that's what makes it a little messy. The production goes crazy though. I agree, the mixing's off. But the music is fire. All of the tones of like the electric keyboard and all of that sound really good. And all the like instrumentation is really cool too. I just think it's the mix. It's the vocal mix specifically. That's the thing that needs work. But outside of the vocal mix, what a vibe. What a weird and just different feeling altogether. Can't find your socials, unfortunately, so that's a bummer. But they're New Eye, apparently. I just couldn't find them. Submitted a new link. Beautiful. Perfect timing. All right, this is Lost Wires. I'm going to keep this moving. 10 minutes left. We're going to go raid somebody after 10 minutes. This is Someone by Costa. Let us know what you think in the chat. Some more rock vibes. Deshaun, you're in the queue. We're going to try and get to it, okay? There's a couple more songs in front of you. Stereo. Oh, no, that's not right. Oh, it is right. These are the same person. Stereo Noises on Instagram if you're rocking with this. XNX, I got you in the queue as well. love the guitar. I'm not crazy about whatever that synth sound is that comes in. It's a little off-putting. I think the guitar with the percussion on its own would have been perfect. Meezy, you're in the queue, my guy. I thought you were. Stereo Noises on Instagram if you're rocking with this one. Yeah, I really, truthfully like the guitar and everything else that was in it. But that synth, bro, it stands out a lot. It's a little off-putting. When do you do music reviews? I do them every Monday and Friday at 6 to 8 p.m. This week I'm doing it on Thursday. But usually I'm Mondays and Fridays, 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern time. So I'll be back again next Monday. You have to submit on stream days. So the form is only open on Mondays and Fridays, okay? But join the Discord and I post about it in there every Monday and Friday pretty consistently. This is King Leo with Back Down. Can you use the Thundercat symbol like that?
If you pat it, need to pop that now. Drop it to the bottom from the top, back down. And tell him hit the hating, he
just a question.
Way too there for the hate right now. Feel amazing, I've been chilling up his pace right
King Leo on Instagram if you're rocking with this one. Is this really the voice of this person? It's not Thundercats? Okay, good. What up, Ray Palace? Welcome. You got about 8 minutes left. It's not you? Well, you need to go fix your socials, bro. On your fucking Spotify. Make sure you go fix your socials on Spotify, because right now it's taking us to a completely different profile altogether. I think the vocal could be mixed a little bit better on this. It's a little quiet. Otherwise, I'm not mad at it. I just think the vocal mix could be a little bit better. Am I doing shout-outs? I mean, yeah, you could always... What? What do you want to shout out for? King Leo on Instagram. KYNGLIYO. If you're rocking with this one. I do think the mix detracts from that a little bit. I feel like if the mix was a little bit more balanced, like if there's just a little bit more, we need a little bit more presence in the vocal, and then the instrument, like it all just felt a little compressed, and that could be Spotify's like algorithm, because it does do that. But keep that in mind when you are doing your mix and master, that Spotify's algorithm and compression tool or whatever the fuck it is that you upload through is going to make your songs quieter. Alright, this is Zara. Go with it. Zara has just like an absolute incredible voice. He's an amazing producer as well as an amazing vocalist. So get ready for an experience. We got 7 minutes left. I'm going to try and get through as many of these as I can. I don't know if I'm going to get to all of them. I'm going to try. Zara_S_ on Instagram if you're rocking with us. Definitely would suggest going to follow. Ray, we get a lot. We submit. We share a lot of music, bro. Come join the Discord too. We got a couple different opportunities for independent artists in there. A few different playlists that I curate. Come tap in. We got some stuff for you. Super talented community too. Meezy said this is tough. Zara's amazing. I stand by that. The vocal arrangement is so special. So special. Alexander, you have a great weekend, bro. Genova, I need you to resubmit on Monday if you do that. But just remind me. Genova says this is beautiful. It's really incredible. You produced this yourself too, Zara? That choir backing vocal is perfect. Yeah, you're getting so good. Like, not to say that you weren't before, but like, I mean, now that we're getting into your original stuff, I get it. Like, I really enjoyed the covers you started sending in at the beginning, but like, It's like, yeah, I see it. I see what you're going for. It's amazing. That's gonna be so cool when you figure out like your live performance stuff too, and like you're out there. Like, you're definitely gonna want to get a vocal pedal, because I feel like you could do all like really cool shit with like a vocal pedal with like live harmonies and stuff like that, but just do it all on your own. I know this is You Said by Deshaun Porter. Let us know what you think in the chat. Yeah, I'm a big fan, honestly. I can't wait. Please let me know when you start releasing all of your original music, because I'll support however I can. It's really special. All right, Deshaun Porter. We're going to keep going. We got 5 minutes left. We're going to try and get through as many songs as we can in the next 5 minutes.
When I touch all on your body. Girl, you know it's spiritual when we are body to body.
I like this. There's something a little bit off about the vocal mix for me.
Mother fellas, they try to hit my missed it. Got me praising, don't want me like it's me religion. And whenever we're apart, you reminiscing.
But I really like the idea of the song. I really like the vibe of you, like your actual like delivery and the writing.
You said, got me only wanna please you. That is what you said. You said, me only wanna please. That is what you said. You said, me only wanna please.
It's good. It's a good song, objectively. So this is the vibe. I agree.
Every time you leave me, baby girl, I want it back. Hey, when you leave, but I love watching my
Aloye says sweet.
Changing your mood, how my loving gon' make you act.
And if he's giving it a close line from Nigeria, it's probably good.
Girl, you know I got you addicted to me.
It's definitely got a great bounce.
I got you feeling right just like the spirit on me. I got you feeling right just girl, you know what it be. Yeah, that's what you said.
You know what it is? I think this is what it is. I feel like the vocals in the verses feel really dry. Like there's not enough processing on them. It needs like a touch of reverb on it, just to give it a little bit more of that space. But I actually really like your vocal tone and delivery. Definitely a vibe. I agree with Meezy. All right, if you guys are rocking with that, you're gonna have to go follow if you want more. Deshaun Porter right here, DASHEAN Porter on Instagram. Make sure you go follow if you're rocking with that. Charleston born, Atlanta based. I'm gonna follow you, bro. I definitely want to keep up. I definitely want to hear what you have coming next. So please send more stuff in. I'm a big Afrobeats fan, so it's like it's nice to hear. Schizo, X next. Up next. Let us know what you think. We got a few more minutes left, and then we're gonna go rate somebody. So if you're looking for another place to send your music to, I'm gonna take you there afterwards. Come with us, and we'll bring these vibes to somebody else's community. _XX next on Instagram if you're rocking with us. Production's crazy already. Nah, it's cool, man. Definitely keep sending stuff in. Production is crazy on this already. Oh. I like this. This is tough. Let us know what you think in the chat, but hard, in my opinion. This is hard. I agree. It's very long, though. 5 minutes and 40 seconds is an extremely long song. Why is this 5 minutes long? Why is it 6 minutes long? Zainro, I would hold off submitting music for now, just because we're about to go rate somebody else. But join my Discord, and on Monday, you'll see me put the submission form in there, announcing the submissions for the stream on Monday are open. So I stream Mondays and Fridays from 6 to 8 p.m. every week. And I do music feedback twice a week, 2 hours a week. Or 4 hours a week, I guess. Okay, we are going to go to the next one because I just want to get to at least one more song before we get off. But I did really like that a lot. 5 minutes and 40 seconds is extremely long, though. I don't know that you would have me for the entire 5 minutes and 40 seconds. Only because there's not really a switch up in it. So that's just something to think about. But at the same time, the vibe was really good. The energy was good. The vocal sounded really good. You know what I'm saying? So I can't really be too mad. Without actually listening to the entire 5 minutes and 40 seconds, I can't be too mad about the length. This is Ross, it's Butch. This is going to be the last one tonight, so if I didn't get to you, I'm sorry. I know. But come back on Monday. I'll be back on Monday. In the meantime, submit to the Fresh Fix playlist on Audio Max in the Discord. Oh, Dal's really, bro. I feel bad, and now that you've told me that, I'll play that. That'll be the last one. Only because I've never played you and you've been coming consistently, so I'll give you that. I'm sorry, everybody else. I'm not from Boston. I'm from the UK originally.
Feeling like it and I gamble for bands. Shawty a freak doing shit with no hands. Guessing this blank got me stuck in a trance. Wish you can do what I do, but you can't.
All right, here's my feedback, because I know you said be real. Yeah, Monday, back, 6 to 8 p.m., okay? I'll play this last one for you, Dells, because I do feel bad that we've never listened to one of your songs on here, and you do come back a lot. Feedback for you, it's Butch. Just more energy in the delivery and in the ad-libs, because the fucking song, like the beat and everything has all that energy and all kind of like that raw feeling to it. But I need to feel that in the vocal as well, kind of like what we were saying earlier on. Aloye, I'm sorry, bro. I promise you. Come back on Monday. We'll do our best to try and get to you, okay? That is kind of why the sub option is there. Is just, you know, sometimes it gets crazy. So I appreciate you being here anyway, man. I hope you have a good weekend. Thank you. And thank you for being here until 1 a.m. I appreciate you. This is Dallas O'Shea with Dream Fever. I liked the flow a lot too. I didn't have a problem with the flow or with the actual voice, but more energy in the delivery I think will help sell the feeling overall.
And I'm not alone.
I actually really like this too, Dallas. The only thing I would say, the vocal mix could be a little bit maybe brought up if you're gonna whisper a little bit more like that. But actually, I'm not mad at this at all. Dallas O'Shea on Instagram if you're rocking with us. It's so close, dude. I really like the vibe, though. Overall, I really like this. There's tiny details that I would change personally, but overall, it's really cool. All right, how many did you get through today? 80. Oh, the ads. Don't worry, it'll be on the VOD. I feel like on these more like whispered parts though, the only thing that I would say is you need to bring your vocal up to account for the fact that you're delivering quieter, so that it sits more on top of the instrumentation and less just under it, because right now it feels a little under it. That's the only thing I would say. I think the chorus and the pre-chorus parts actually sound okay the way they are, but in that verse part, you just need a little bit more oomph in the vocal so that we can hear it a little bit of the instrumentation. Again, Dallas O'Shea on Instagram if you're rocking with that one. I give you a follow because I do want to hear more. I'm interested to know kind of what your overall vibe is outside of this song as well. I'm definitely intrigued, to put it that way. Alright, we're going to cap it there though. We're going to go back to the community playlist for a second, and we're going to go raid somebody. So come on this raid with us. I'm going to take you guys to another place where you can send your music and get feedback. Another community filled with artists and musicians who are sharing their music with us. We're going to go raid probably my boy DJ Stat, who was in here earlier. Who I really do. I enjoy his stream. He's very fun. He's a cool little song.
If you won't be here tomorrow, why do I feel such sorrow? I am not for the borrow. No, I am not for Subaru. No Zaza, no problem.
Yeah,
I'll find me another fix. Cause my mind still gon' play these tricks. You know I do it better than he ever could.
He's on right now.
Say that, but it's
Alright. with that, if you haven't, make sure you join the Discord. Make sure you follow me on social to keep up with everything going on and any opportunities I have for you guys to still get me music. Even if we're not on stream, there is ways you can get me music and opportunities for you. So make sure you tap in there. I'll be back on Monday from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I appreciate you guys. Have a great weekend. Be safe. Enjoy your Fridays. And I will see you soon. Come on the raid with us. I'm going to take it over to DJ Stat. I promise you'll have a good time, so come through. All right, peace.
Tell me.
Yeah, I ain't with none of that. I'm not the type to call you back. I do not fumble bags. Ain't invest cause you was trouble. Ain't no pun in that. Want no fun, you fuck the function up. Ain't work out like jumping jacks. I won't double back. I double up my cup.
At least I say that to myself. On my feet, it's clear you happy with somebody else. Smoking weed, you blow my high, but this what I was dealt. What was me and why when you ain't work, so what I felt.
Didn't matter.
Alternately, offer you, offering me. Part of my heart back to me. Pardon, but we ain't gotta talk. All of my thoughts coming clean. Model myself for the green, stopping my wealth.